Well, Punshani is standing by with more of the very latest from the sporting arena. But before that, on to a local story. A series of killings have plagued several areas in the country in the recent past, while incidents of abductions and eventual killings have also been reported.
5 murders were reported during the first 7 days of this year. Among them were some that were committed in an organized manner. While comparing the areas in which murders had taken place, the highest number was reported from the Western province. Most of those murders had been committed after the victims were abducted.
Mohammed Rasool, who sustained injuries in a shooting incident which occurred in Maligawatta on the 3rd of this month, died while receiving treatment at the National Hospital yesterday. A body of an individual was discovered on the 4th of this month in the Nawagamgoda area in Totalanga in Colombo. The body was identified as that of Dinesh Buddhika, who was a resident of Ferguson Road in Grand Pass and who was killed after being abducted from his house. The first double murder of this year took place on the 1st of January. 2 youngsters were killed near a housing complex in the Jaila police range.
A large number of murders were reported during the past 2 months.
A person was shot dead on the 31st of December in the Thalawatugoda area. Meanwhile, an individual was killed after being attacked with a sharp object on the 18th of November last year in the Tiniavale area in Kalutara. The body of a person who was attacked and killed with the use of a sharp weapon was discovered inside a house in the Kirilavala East area in Kadawatha on the 21st of October.
During last year, murders were reported from both the western and northwestern provinces.
Another killing was reported from the Sangata Kulam area in Anamadua on the 2nd of this month. The body of an individual who was shot dead was discovered while the body was later identified as that of 49-year-old Mohammed Nishtar, who was a father of 4. Relatives stated that he was abducted several days before his body was found. A police constable who shot and killed a young girl in the Madurankulya area in Puttalam turned the gun on himself on the 30th of last year.
Murders of the members of the same family were reported last year as well.
4 members of the same family were shot dead in the Panahadu area in Udawalawa, while 4 members of another family were killed in the Eppawala area. A similar tragedy where 4 members of the same family were shot dead was reported in the Mankada area in Monaragala.
Meanwhile, murders were also reported from the southern province during the course of last year.
On the 2nd of November last year, an individual was killed with a sharp weapon in the Mamadale area in Ambalangoda. A person died after being stabbed in Magala North in the Uragasmanghandia area in Alpitia on the 12th of November. 2 people were killed in the Alpitia police range on the 21st of November last year.
The police were able to solve some of those crimes and also to bring those found guilty to justice. However, details of some murders have not yet been uncovered, which has proven to be a challenge.
Well, we have Punshani in the studio with more of the very latest from the sporting arena. Good evening, Punshani.
Good evening, Sonali.
Over to you.
Thank you very much. Starting off with some baseball news now. The Ranabima baseball team won the championship at the National Knockout Baseball Tournament. They defeated the Old Royalist baseball team in the final encounter.
The 3-day tournament organized by the Sri Lanka Baseball Association was hosted at the Colombo University grounds. The finals was held today. The competitive final encounter saw the Ranabima team take on the Old Royalist team. At the end of that time, the Ranabima team posted 11 points while their opposition posted 9 points. The Ranabima baseball team thereby won the 3rd National Knockout Baseball Tournament. The Player of the Final Encounter award was presented to Sanjeeva Manutum. The most exceptional player was also from the Ranabima team, Krishna Hapuarachi.
The team
It's time now for the bitter truth.
It was on the 3rd of this month that Nishanta Ranatunga, who is a Chief Executive Officer of a sports channel, was appointed to the post of Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket. Despite many protests being made against his candidacy for the post, Ranatunga was appointed to the post uncontested. Was this a blessing of God, as claimed by the group representing Thilanga Sumatipala, or is this another step to grant the broadcasting rights of cricket to one specific channel?
රටේ ක්‍රීඩා විකාශය කරන ප්‍රධාන ආයතනයක ප්‍රධානියා
I don't think that in future sports channels in the country will be able to obtain the broadcasting rights for the reasonable fee when the head of a sports channel in the country is the head of Sri Lanka cricket.
මේ ක්‍රීඩා විකාශනයේ රූපවාහිනී ආයතන ඇතුළතම
Why? Because we know that the individuals in the director board of the sports channel registered under the registrar of companies. The society knows this, who has the actual ownership of this. Incidentally, the relevant sports channel was granted the broadcasting rights to telecast the postponed Sri Lanka Premier League as well. The Committee on Public Enterprises expressed their displeasure regarding this deal in question, which was reached by Nishantha Rannatunga in his capacity as the Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket as well as the Chief Executive Officer of the so-called sports channel. COP had also recommended that disciplinary action be taken against those who were involved in this deal, which is full of confusion. Was this attempt made in order to obtain state money indirectly? A large sum of money is set aside by state corporations for various propaganda activities. Because the politicians cannot directly place their hands on the money, they are using this channel as a front to obtain money through advertising. No, I don't think so. The chairman has responsibly stated that everything will be done transparently. I too have a responsibility to not attend anything connected to my organization. This is the major challenge that is before the chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket. Should the way be paved for more state money to be misused through granting the broadcasting rights of cricket matches?
You can join us on our morning primetime news bulletin at 7 a.m. tomorrow, or log on to www.newsfirst.lk for the latest on the world around you. I'm Sonali Manigabadage, wishing for you a stress-free week ahead. Good night.